Hey, in this video we're going to be doing some overlanding active track with the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Let's go ahead and get started. Hey YouTube, this is Robert from Sherburne Outdoors. Hey, today we're out in the beautiful Chattahoochee National Forest, and we're going to be illustrating using active track with the new DJI Mini 3 Pro. Love this thing. So it is very dense out here. If we look around, it is wow. You know, the leaves are just getting ready to turn. It's about mid-October. It's a little chilly this morning. Probably should have wore some pants. But what I wanted to do is about 3 or 4 different examples of hitting your target, which in this case is going to be a Jeep Gladiator, following it through a kind of a mountain road. We'll start off simple with how this looks here, and then we'll take that a little bit further into some tight areas where we have some terrain, and then we'll actually go above the tree line and see if we can track it through the leaves as well. So those are the plans for today. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get this drone in the air and get him up and about. All right, let's go. So the first thing you want to do when you do active track is just take your finger and pinch it over the target. This will highlight it, actually pops open to skip stuff. Just go ahead and click that to give you some tutorial. And just hit active track, and then in this case we're going to do trace, which is going to follow us. Now, I ran into this a couple times where it tells me that I am just too low altitude-wise, and I couldn't figure out in the woods right there how to change it, the default. So I just went up a little bit, kind of painted my target again, and then I was in trace mode at this point, and I could get into my car and start moving forward. So now we are actually tracking, and it's actually recording too as well inside the drone. So and now we're going to start moving forward with the Gladiator, and it's just going to follow along. Now some sun is going to come in and out of the trees here. It's pretty early in the morning, and we are moving east. We're in the foothills of the North Georgia mountains. And so now this thing starts moving along, and there is quite a bit of foliage, and it's actually taking in the sunlight, and it's not bothering it. Notice how this thing is navigating all of these tree limbs as you're moving along. It's highlighting at the top, you can see there where it's letting us know we got issues coming. It's working its way through. It's actually going through the tree limbs, up, down, and over to get to where it needs to be. This is just awesome. I'm not going that fast, but same rules kind of apply. I don't think this will work at 90 miles an hour, but I'm also on a forestry road. So coming in there again, dense foliage. It's just whittling its way through. Even with the sunlight coming through, it's not affecting it all. Hits this, finds its way through the limbs, kind of up, over, and down, and now it's actually going to go around and then work its way down to find the best track. The software and the intelligence that's built in here is just amazing. So I don't have to be a great cinematographer to get these great shots for future overlanding videos. So this is just floating along, and now the film that's being taken inside of the drone is clean. It doesn't have any of these lines and stuff on it. So you'll have 2 different versions when you're doing this. I actually am just doing a screen record out of the RC controller. And so now I'm on a flat area. So the next thing I think we want to do is take it high. So let's go way above the trees, go up high. We're about 115 feet off the ground. Let's identify and again paint our target just like we did before. So there's the Gladiator. We're way high. I'm kind of lining this thing up to get a good shot. And so now we're good. We're high, and this is a good wide angle area as well. Again, just trying to get it so I'm behind it, because whatever it is you paint it into, it's going to start with that. You can always adjust it when you're moving along. This is good. So let's paint our target. All this skip stuff comes up again to teach you how to do this, but we're going to hit active track. We're way high, so we shouldn't get the issues now. So now we're going, and we are going straight into massive amounts of overhead leaves. This will look very different in a couple weeks when all the leaves fall. And it's still tracking me, it sees me, and then we get into some dense stuff, and it loses it at that point in time. Boom, I'm gone. All right, so the drone ran out of battery, and we made it all the way back into this disbursement camping area deep in the Chattahoochee National Forest, way out of cell range. Even the GPS is struggling here with the trees. So let's just talk about that. So first things first, how absolutely awesome was that thing going through the trees and following the Gladiator and zigging in and out of that. Some things I learned along the way is you do have to be a minimum height. I'm actually going to do some research and see if I can adjust that a little bit, and then come back and maybe do a follow-up video on that as well. The other thing I learned, which I did not think was going to happen, is when we went above the tree line and it started following. It followed for a little bit, but there's so many leaves out right now, it immediately lost contact and then just stopped. And I really couldn't get it to sync back up. So I'm so tight in here that I didn't get a chance to do the parallel stuff I wanted to do. And because I had some height restrictions, have to come back and get a little. Again, novice, still learning how to fly the DJI Mini 3 Pro, but it is coming along. So I'm really kind of enjoying it. So hey, more to come on these. Hey, if you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click that bell to be notified when we got new videos coming out. Thanks for everybody's time. Have a great weekend.